Ancient Jewish prophets over 2,500 years ago pre-wrote history when they wrote of a day when the Jewish people would rebuild their temple on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. That time in history has come, and the Jews are preparing to build that temple, the one foretold in Bible prophecy, today in Jerusalem. Dr. Jimmy DeYoung, over 20 years ago, documented the personalities and the projects involved in preparation to rebuild that temple. During the last 2 decades, there has been much progress made to rebuild the temple. This documentary will revisit the personalities and the projects and update the preparations and the place where the Jewish faithful are indeed ready to rebuild the temple. Dr. DeYoung is on the Mount of Olives in Jerusalem with all of the details.
I'm standing here on the Mount of Olives overlooking the Kidron Valley and the Temple Mount, where that gold-domed building is located. That's the Dome of the Rock. I've come here to introduce this new video to you, a video which is a revision of my original documentary on the preparations to build the next temple, ready to rebuild, produced some 20 years ago. I believe we need to update you on what's been happening over these many years. We're going to go to the different locations, meet the different personalities that will help us understand how close we are to that next temple. We'll discuss all of the temples in the future and how eschatologically everything is going to unfold. We'll look at the place for the temple, the prophecies pertaining to the temple, and of course the preparations for that next temple. This will be a video that will give you an urgency of the time in which we're living. Let's go next to the Temple Mount, there where the Gold Dome building is. And let's begin our understanding of how close that next temple might be to being erected there on the Temple Mount.